Warning, this entire video is one big spoiler for Shazam, Fury of the Gods. You have been warned. Welcome to MCG Labs. Here are your hosts, Mario and Stephen G, with Edgar Noel. Enjoy the ride.
Hi, welcome to MCG Labs. I'm your host, Mario, and
Stephen G. Hi, guys.
hey, Steven, how are you today?
Good, how you doing, sir?
Well, today we're going to talk about Shazam, Fury of the Gods, and we saw them when it first came out on March 16th. So we saw it, and it was super fun. We saw it at 4DX, which you guys should do too. And there's going to be lots of spoilers. We told you in the beginning we would give you about a week and a half to get you guys started as far as what is going to be talked about today. And so, Steven, tell me what you think about Shazam Fury of the Gods.
Going into it, I had like a lot of, we had theories about it, what's going to happen, who's going to show up, is this the end of Shazam? Is he going to continue on in the DCU? And is he still going to be a part, of the new 52 timeline that is going to be, after the Flash? Is he still going to be a part of it? And from start to finish, it was really good. I really liked it a lot. The plot was really good. Some of the new characters, like the daughters of Atlas, was pretty cool. In even the beginning, we were like, who are in the beginning, who are these two people in all Roman attire? You thought they were guards?
I thought they were guards in the beginning. And then I go, okay, either they're slaves or they're guards, or they were sent from somebody to go pick up the artifact, which was the staff that Shazam broke in half in the first Shazam. So when I saw it, I was all like, who are these people? And then when they actually took off their Roman getup, their headdress, it was, of course, the actresses Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu. Fantastic actresses, and they actually play their characters really, really, really well. Yeah, but I thought they were just Roman guy just coming on in. But they were full getup. Their costumes were great.
Yeah.
And that was all. But did you notice I don't know if the Roman women, I guess, they probably went to war as well when they didn't have enough guys, I guess. I don't know. But they were just wearing in men attire. And, I thought they were going to be like, if they were the girls, I thought they would have the cleavage or whatever. But no, It was full male attire. But I thought they were somebody being sent for something. But you know what I liked was when what's her name? The daughters of Atlas?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
When the guy came up, the one guy came up, he goes, oh, please don't hurt me, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And then she did something, and then all of a sudden they were all turning to stone, like Pompeii. Yeah. I was like, what? But that was also like a Medusa thing.
I was going to say that right now too, yeah.
Because I was thinking, oh, okay, but I thought it was good. From the beginning, from the get-go, from the beginning, action, 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 action. But I thought it was good.
But a lot of people said they didn't like it. I can understand, if some of them probably are fans of the superhero genre, they're just like, well, it wasn't really good. I said, you gotta realize that it's changing. They're changing over into a different timeline and different characters. So, not everything is gonna be forever. But I think that this was a great movie, and guys, we'll talk about the ending in a little bit, but we're just getting into, parts of the different movie of the movie. But I think what I'm, this is, how Billy is, he thinks he's on his own because everybody's doing their own thing, and they want to branch out and do their, because they're going their separate ways. One of them's going to go to college. What's going to happen with Billy when he ages out, because he's going to turn, 18 or whatever.
Right.
But, that's the thing about it, as a superhero, sometimes you got to do things for yourself. You can't be, I understand you want to have your group together, as a team, but sometimes the team breaks up. You know, that's what he has
Yeah.
to realize. But you know, it was really good. The fact that, you know, you see this whole different realm, you know, from the gods' point of view, obviously Fury of the gods. So I think Lucy Liu's character was really like, just, she just hates you know, she hates humans, you know, for what they did. And you can kind of see it from her point of view where she takes her revenge, but then you see it from Helen Mirren's side, you know, just like, well, this is not what we did, you know, we're just going to show them about us gods, you know. And what did you think about Lucy Liu's character and Helen Mirren's character? As
You know what? Remember when, I guess when Billy was when they were talking about the story about the gods, how the gods, you know, of course they were worshipped, and probably ultimately there were sacrifices back in the, you know, in that genre or
right,
or mythological thinking. It was, but then they also said that um, that the humans were just playthings. I don't know if you saw that part.
yeah,
They were
yeah,
just there, or you know, and they didn't care. And then I guess the humans were mad because, you know, yeah, they're gods, but then but then they were being worshipped and what have you. Then why were these gods just like, you know, if something fell on them, ho ho, you know, that's on them. But then I saw their point of view, but then also the point of view as far as for the human part, you know, because yeah, we worship the gods, we worshipped you, we did all this what we could, and in return, you know, protect us and
yeah,
all that. But then, you know, but then of course, when one of the gods bestowed Billy Batson the power of being a god,
yeah.
of Zeus's well, of having that Shazam power, I can see it in their point of view where they were, all of their powers were being sucked out, and then they were just, they didn't have anything, and then they were just banished or just captured in a realm in their own world, and you know, and they had, I don't think they had any powers, or did they have powers probably back then as
I
far as
think they
like,
did, but I just think that their power wasn't as great as when they got the staff back, and then their powers were fully restored. But
yeah,
you know, going into that, you know, it's, you know, they like, oh, children stole the power of the gods, you know. And I'm like, but do you have, you know, you got to look at it from the wizard's point of view, you know, like, well, the world needs a champion, they need a hero. So he chose Billy Batson because he's so pure of heart, he has the potential of being a true god. And I keep looking at it from his point of view. I'm like, you know, these are powers that, you know, he didn't ask for, you know. And you got to look at some of these superheroes from different times. You know, some of them didn't ask to be heroes. You know, like Spider-Man, he got bit accidentally by a radioactive spider. You
mm-hmm.
know, some people either were, you know, were bred for this. You know, I have to be a hero because the people before me, I owe it to them. So you get, you know, I kind of see it, you know, like from Billy's point of view, he has these powers. He's barely trying to understand them, his limit and everything else. And he's still trying to be a true hero, but he's failing as he's going on, which is normal for a hero, you know, as they're first starting out. They're going to
Right.
fail. They're going to experience turmoil. They're going to experience all these other things. But what you have to learn, what the heroes have to learn, is from their mistakes. And I think Billy is learning from his past mistakes in the first movie a little bit as he's going on in this movie. And then towards the end of the movie, he finally realizes his true potential and who he's supposed to be. So, you
Right.
know, and I don't know how you feel about that, Mario.
Well, I don't know how many Shazams were there before Billy. I mean, the only person I know is Black Adam. That's the
I
only
was going to
one.
say, yeah,
That he's the only one. And, you know, like the guy said, I've been searching for a champion for millennia. But then it's like, is it only one chap champion for a while? How many other Shazams were there as far as
right.
having being worthy of having that power? But I understand where Billy Batson's coming from as far as like, you know, everybody's wrenching out and he's by himself. You know, yeah, you are going to trip and fall. But then, uh, but then the only thing that I'm sure he's going to do fantastic as far as a superhero by himself, considering he's always been by himself.
Right.
In his background story, I guess, you know, he was, mom left him, and then, you know, father was never there, and he was always dependent on himself. But what he really needed was that he belonged to something. And then,
Yeah.
of course, that's why he had his family or his brothers and sisters. That's the only thing that he had. And that's why he still wanted them together, because they all were sharing the same power. But I understand where he's coming from as far as, who his character is. But Billy, he still has a lot to learn. And in this movie, he learned a lot.
Yeah.
And the sacrifices that he had to endure in this movie, and it was a growing up process that took him to the next level, and he learned the hard way.
Yeah.
And if all you guys are out there, just go watch it, because I had brothers and sisters. Luckily, my parents blessed us as far as not being separated. And they gave us a home and stuff. And then me being the eldest child, I mean, there is a lot of issues that you have to represent, or you have to your brothers and your sisters look up to you, and you got to fit that role model as far as you have to continue on as far as sacrificing what I don't know about. You have siblings. As far as my little brother, he got away with everything, but then for me, I couldn't do it because I'm the oldest and I should know better.
Yeah.
But I don't know if Billy Braxton. I think he was an only child. I haven't done any backstory on that. I'm pretty sure he was, but even though he is the oldest of this family, well, him and his sister. I guess his sister is the eldest one. The sister. But she's already taken off and she's ready to do her own thing. And he was kind of scared because he's going to be next, like you said. But it's hard for him to realize that he has big shoes to fill as an adult, as being Shazam. Yeah. And I don't know. It's amazing what even a superhero in this kind of genre, superhero as a man, but then when he says it again, he's a kid. It's two different worlds, to where he already knows. You see him as an adult playing the superhero. You see him as an adult as Shazam. But then when he's done, when he still has to go to school, he still has chores, he still has his own thing. He's being told what needs, go to bed, do your homework, or what have you. But then when he's a superhero, it's different. It's like, life or death and saving people. And I would hate to be him, because it's hard work. And especially if you have to grow up so fast and then in an instant make the decision of a 17-year-old before you turn 18, a 17-year-old, and you have to grow up so fast. He's just a kid grown up. And but he
had to grow up so early, because like you said, his mom left him, his dad was never there. He was in and out of foster homes, and that's what he's scared of. Ultimately, he's scared that his, as soon as he ages out, that he's going to be sent away from his family, be taken away. And he knows all about loss. He knows a lot about people abandoning him, what it means the most. And he's trying to ultimately, guys, in this movie, he's trying to keep everybody together because he's scared of losing what he has, which is a family, and everybody can relate to that. We, in life, we lose people, whether they move away or they pass away, it's hard because we don't want to let go. Yeah. But at some point, we do unfortunately have to let go. But for Billy, it's a totally different story between real life and what's fake. Obviously this is a movie, but it's relatable.
Yeah. It's a very relatable.
Yeah. And towards the end of the movie, he starts to realize that he has to sacrifice himself for the greater good. And he's just like, well, we're going to split up anyway. I might as well I got to save what I have, which is my family.
Yeah. Yeah. And he made that ultimate sacrifice. Spoiler! But spoiler alert. But another part of the movie that I really enjoyed was when they had to, of course, get the staff and also the golden apple.
Yeah.
And the golden apple was only supposed to be planted in the realm where the sisters belong to.
Right.
But then Lucy Liu's character, she says, you know what? Screw it. We're going to do it here because we're going to show them how it is. But then one of the characters that has the ability to move buildings or,
She can move around reality pretty much.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool power.
That's like Doctor Strange right there.
It is really, and it kind of reminded me of Inception when everything was starting in a movie. I was like, "Oh, dude, this is crazy!" But like Doctor Strange as well, when in the first Doctor Strange with the Sorcerer Supreme, when she was moving stuff around, it was like, "Whoa, this is crazy!" But they planted the seed in Dodger Stadium, I do believe. It was in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And so, but no, was it Los Angeles?
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. And so they planted the tree there. And then all of a sudden, you started seeing the mythology. You saw Cyclops, you saw
Minotaurs. Yeah.
Minotaurs, and you saw, oh gosh, what do you call
And then you saw
things?
the unicorns.
The unicorns.
Now that part, I was like, oh, so like, everybody paints a unicorn as this, fluffy rainbow light of life kind of creature.
Yeah.
No, this is the exact opposite.
Yeah, they were dark. They were super dark. And the little girl, when she gave her Skittles, gave him Skittles, and then she said, "Taste the rainbow." I was all like, what? And then they were like, okay, so they all started charging and stuff because I guess the unicorns at that time, I guess they needed, well, they ate fruity stuff. I can't remember what one of the sisters said or what they did the research on. But what everybody started laughing, I thought when I was laughing when they were riding the unicorns and they were killing the Cyclops and they were killing the Harpies and all them, was when the little girl said, she was riding him, she goes, "Taste the rainbow, mother," and then he just
I was waiting for that to happen, just something like that.
It was so funny. But yeah, it was pretty cool to see all those mythical creatures come to life. It was neat. But then it would have been a different kind of tone if they were like in their realm.
Yeah.
But would have they been nicer or something, or would they just?
I know they were feared by all the other mythical, unicorns were feared to other creatures like the Minotaurs and all these other people, other creatures. But I thought, like, well, again, you pointed it out because I didn't know at first who this guy was, but it was an old man. He had like on a red sweater and I think yellow trim, I think, and then he's like, "Oh, you're Captain who are you, Captain Marvel?" And then I go, "Wait, that was Shazam's original name before they changed it because of copyright."
Right. I was like, what?
And I did not know that because you told me later on after the movie that was the actual actor from the TV show, right?
The TV show.
So I'm like, oh man, that's weird. And then, I'm like, oh wait, that was his original name, was Captain Marvel.
And then when he would change, he would say Shazam, and then his superhero, quote unquote, is Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
And but when he would to change to Captain Marvel, he would have to say Shazam.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was pretty cool. And I saw that, I was like, oh, hey, this is what's his name. And he was short too. He was short. I was like, oh man, it had the same shirt. I probably would buy that shirt. But it was cool. Yeah, right.
And then I thought, and then plus, so let's get to the, we talked a lot about the movie. So, let's talk about the final part, which is the ending, obviously. So Billy has the staff and, he's trying, and, he had one of the sisters shrink the force field, the barrier into the stadium. And there's the only way, he had to charge the staff so that way he can use the staff against the sister.
Right.
So what did you think about that scene, Mario? Him and the sister and the dragon, that scene, I thought that was pretty intense.
I thought it was pretty intense. But you know what? What was the purpose for the force field in the beginning?
It was to keep everybody.
To trap them how they were trapped in their realm.
Right.
So I guess they would say because they couldn't go anywhere, they were just trapped in that certain area. so nobody could get out and stuff. And that's even for the humans as well
Yeah.
that were there. But then when Helen Mirren finally, well, the actress, one of the sisters, she found out that what she did was wrong, and that they needed humans to help, that they needed them. She actually started shrinking it to that only where the area where the tree was planted in the stadium. And then the only person that was there, of course, was Lucy Liu's character, and then the dragon that was made out of wood. But it was just them two, and also Shazam or Billy Batson, then that they were just fighting. But yeah, he had to make the ultimate sacrifice, and the only way he can do it was when he was shooting the power, his lightning in the dome, and then it started overcharging the staff to explode, and he had to do that as far as make the ultimate sacrifice, and he did. And his brothers and his sisters were like, even his parents he knew what he had to do, and that actually made him a superhero. Well, actually, a god.
Well, did you and I was gonna tell you, but I forgot to remember in Black Adam, where Black Adam had so much power, he expelled his eyes. His eyes glowed. Same thing happened with Billy's eyes. His power was so great that his eyes glowed just for a little, like a few seconds. And so I'm like, he's becoming a true god.
Yeah, and then because he was going to do the ultimate sacrifice of killing himself in order to save everybody else. And yeah, it was intense. And I thought when we were watching it, I'm going, is he gonna die?
Yeah, I knew he was gonna die.
And then he ended up ultimately spoiler alert, he did die. And
yeah, he did.
His brother was seeing what was going on. But you know what was cool though? When they got the staff and they zapped him, they sucked the power.
Yeah, and then they became back normal.
They were normal. And the only person that didn't do it was Shazam, because I guess he was the last person, and he was going to be the ultimate sacrifice for everybody else. But yeah, everybody was. And then when he saved his sister, remember she was up, and then she had the apple, and she was flying around, to get away from the dragon, and Lucy Liu had the staff, and she finally got her, and she was just falling and falling and falling. And Shazam looked at him, and he goes, "Well, I got to get the apple, or should I get my sister?"
Yeah.
And then he got his sister, and then he got the apple as well, right?
No, I think
Lucy Liu got it.
Yeah, she got it back.
Yeah, but it was pretty intense. And then when he died, I was like, well,
and then we think that that's the end of it. He was buried as a god in the god realm, and then his family was mourning him. And I'm gonna let Mario take over this part real quick, because this is his favorite part. So we're just like, as he's holding the staff, they're just like, so we can't bring him back. He goes, no, the power of the gods is sucked out of the staff. There's no other gods. Now, Mario, take this part away, because this is your favorite part.
And then all of a sudden he goes that we need a god, that they need a god to restore his power. And then the person that showed up was Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. She popped up, and I didn't catch it. And I was all like, I should have got it, because
her voice, she's like,
yeah,
you need a god.
You need a god. And then I was all like, what?
And then her theme song came on. Da-na-na-na.
Yeah, her theme song came on. And she got the staff, and she just went, and it just electrified it. And there he is, coming out like a zombie. Like, you better be alive. What the hell? And then he sees Wonder Woman, and then I was all like, what?
Because I just crush.
But remember, before that, we thought that she was there too, and they were having dinner.
Yeah. So that was a dream sequence that he was supposed to this is my crush. I finally get to have a, one-on-one with Wonder Woman, a date. Yeah. But then it turned out to be the wizard Shazam telling him about the imminent danger. And then I'm like, oh man, this sucks. Man,
yeah. I was all like, wait a minute. This can't be real. And then you see Wonder Woman pop up, and you see her face, and you don't see her face. You just see her silhouette, her back. And then when it was the wizard's face,
Yeah.
I was all like, "Are you kidding me?" And I was like, "Oh man, it's a dream." But she actually popped up at the very end. Like, you know what they could have done?
Oh,
And I think they did it because they didn't want to put too much movie into this because they only spent 100 million on this film.
right.
And I'm pretty sure they paid Gal Gadot so much money as an appearance there to restore his powers, but they should have, like you said, got her whip and then just went out and then just start and grab that cloud or the wind and flew out. That would have been awesome. But
Yeah.
then not her. I guess they told her, "Hey, you're just going to walk around those pillars and bye."
Yeah.
That's all she did.
And then I was like anticlimactic. I'm like, nah, dude. Like either she, she just takes off and flies, or she does
Yeah,
like, like she did in '84. She just grits the whip and rides the clouds of the lightning. That would have been
yeah.
cool to see. A good
That would have
exit.
been that would have been a great exit, but I guess they couldn't put too much money into it. But they could have.
Right.
I think it would have been awesome. But yeah, but then she bestowed the powers now to Shazam as a god. So does he have powers of a god now? Like
So
Zeus?
we talked about this at work too. This was a theory that we discussed, and we did. You looked it up. I said so. He had the powers of Atlas, which he was a god, but now since Wonder Woman is the byproduct of she is a child of Zeus, and
Right.
now he has the powers of Zeus. So, and we looked it up. So obviously Zeus is more powerful because he is the god of gods. So
Right.
I think his powers have doubled, and I think he's he's obviously smarter, but I just think he's more powerful now. I think he actually is god level now. Obviously,
I think so because this is a theory. I know. Okay, you know how, and of course, the MCU you have when they fought Thanos,
yeah,
and it was a big thing, and now it's going into Kang, the Conqueror. This one, I do believe it's going into Darkseid as
yeah,
far as being the main antagonist in this DC universe, and I do believe they need to up the ante as far as for the most powerful people there. And Shazam now, I get he has the power of Zeus. So
yeah.
I think that's what Wonder Woman was there to bring him back to fight this major villain coming up in the DCU, and they need him to be more powerful. So I'm pretty sure and they have to amp everything up. I'm pretty sure that's why they brought him back more powerful. And I'm pretty sure we'll probably see that in the next Shazam movie that's coming up. And it's probably going to go into, I guess, the Darkseid movie that's going to come up. I don't know when, but that's probably one of my main theories that they need they need to build everybody up even more powerful because Darkseid will kill you. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
I've seen him in the animation movies and the comics. He's a guy to be reckoned with. He's you know even there's a lot of stuff that I've seen in the movies and animated movies. He's bad. He's
yeah.
like he puts Thanos to shame. He doesn't care. But I'm pretty sure that's one of my theories that Wonder Woman needs him to become more powerful. And of course, butt heads and stuff. So what do you think?
So I wanted to talk about the two end credit scenes that we saw. So the first one is one of the there's two characters. One is Economos. He's
Yeah.
from Peacemaker, and then the other one is Harcourt, Agent Harcourt. She is also in Peacemaker as well. So they are the two agents that help Suicide Squad and then also help Peacemaker. So Amanda Waller sent them to recruit Shazam to be a part of, a secret team, which we'll mention right now. So they find him. He's shooting his lightning. He's being Billy Batson, and they're just like, we want to recruit you for the JSA, which is the Justice Society of America. So
Yeah.
So as we know, the Justice Society consists of Hawkman, Cyclone, Dr. Fate, and the Atom Smasher. So he's like, oh, I just want to be on the team with Wonder Woman. He's like, that's the Justice League, right? No, this is the Justice Society. That's a different team. He goes, well, what's the difference? It's funny. And so now he's fully recruited in the JSA. So Zachary, as far as we know, Zachary Levi is not leaving. He's he's one of the characters that is staying within the DCU. He's going to be, like you said, he's probably going to be in the next movie. We don't know. They haven't announced a Shazam 3 yet, which I'm pretty sure they will because he has to.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on that, Mario, as far as that end credit scene? And what do you think his future is going to be a part of in the DCU?
You know what? He's not, I don't think, well, they haven't done the Justice League. I mean, the GLA yet. I mean, you saw it in the Snyderverse, that they were all there, but they haven't announced it yet in stone. I'm thinking this is a stepping stone, the GSA, in order for him to be recruited to the GSA for the Justice League. With Wonder Woman, Superman, and Batman, Aquaman, and all them. I think this is just a step in order because once they start seeing who this person, because he's probably like, this is the not the major leagues yet. He's still here teeter-tottering with just college kids until he becomes like with the big boys. So I'm thinking this is just a stepping stone. And I'm pretty sure it's all going into HBO Max. I'm pretty sure all this is going to go into that TV show and it's going to go into that, like recruitment and stuff. I'm pretty sure they haven't announced it yet, but I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be appearing in HBO Max. And then you're probably going to see Shazam maybe once in a great while, showing up here and there because he's a, big time actor and now he's Shazam. But I'm pretty sure they're probably just going to introduce all these other characters in before they go into a movie, and then he's going to be part of it, and then it's going to go into there. But on the second credit scene, where the guy in the first movie that had the staff, he was in jail, and then of course in the first part of Shazam, what was the name of the character, the little worm?
His name is Mr. Mind.
But
it was funny. He's like, "What took you so long?" He goes, "Well, I am a worm. I'm a caterpillar. I have to like slither, and I have to like move slowly. I can't, it takes me a while."
Yeah, and then all of a sudden he just takes off again, and it's like, okay, wait a minute. So is he not going to be part, or is he just like a fluke? Like, James Gunn goes, we're just going to add it in just for comedy. But I'm thinking probably he's going to show up in the third movie, or he's going to show up as far as in the TV show to go into the movie, because James Gunn said that all of these movies and animated stuff and the video games, it's all going to be part of the movie, which is great. And but those are the two credit scenes. I'm pretty sure it's going to go into HBO Max, and then it's going to go into a movie, and then it's going to go to another HBO Max series, and then it's going to go into the movies. But yeah, that's the only thing that I know as far as for my view, as far as for Billy Batson being part of the Justice Society, not the Justice League, but the Justice Society. And I'm thinking he's probably going to be either just the kid, and then they need him probably for special projects to become Shazam. But I don't think he's going to be. I mean, if they did, that would be cool to be part of an HBO Max series where they need him or they're spoke of him. But I don't know. I mean, maybe they would, but I think it would be a great idea just to put Shazam like in a TV series, and then it goes back to the movie. I think that would be awesome.
I think he would probably like make a one, maybe two cameo special on Peacemaker season 2, because James Gunn and the whole team and John Cena posted on his Twitter that season 2 is coming for Peacemaker. So maybe he could show up, possibly cameo in season 2. Like I said, we don't know, but it would be cool. Yeah. Like you said, it would be cool to see him in different projects, different, cameo and different stuff. And then lead him, like you said, lead him on to the movies, the big leagues. So which would be cool to see. I like that.
I like it. I think it was pretty cool. And but you know what? Going back to the Shazam movie, remember his brother, the Crutches?
Yeah.
And he was with one of the sisters that lost her power because one of the Lucy Liu sucked the power right out. He goes, "You're going to be immortal. Might as well just live like a mortal and be among filth."
Yeah.
And she was running. But remember the part where she was with the dragon?
Yeah.
And then the dragon started expelling sound waves or something. And then their eyes started glowing.
Yeah, blue. Yeah.
They were blue. And they were the only two. And then she was saying, "What's going on?" Lucy was going, she was freaking out. She goes, they should have either perished or died. I think the brother has something in him, or he's a meta-human for some reason, because it was him. And of course, the girl, the sister, she is a god, but then they took her power away, but she still has the DNA, I guess, or the whatever. But she had the glowing eyes, and the brother did too. So I'm thinking he's coming back as something different.
Huh. That makes you wonder now.
Because why would his eyes? You know what? Also, kind of remind me of that. Remember WandaVision?
Right.
The Captain. What's her name? She's going to be in the new Marvel
Monica
film.
Rambeau?
Yes, she was walking through the whatever force field that Wanda had.
Yeah,
and she was getting all those powers.
Yeah, her eyes were glowing.
See, I was all like, okay, she's a mutant of some sort because she can
Maybe
go
affected her
through
DNA as she was going through.
Right.
Yeah.
But it affected her DNA. So just like what's her name? Just like the Billy Batson's brother.
Yeah.
Same thing. And then it was just changing his DNA and his eyes were glowing. Something's coming up. So I'm pretty sure he's going to be part of something major coming up, or he's probably going to be recruited, or he's going to change, or he's going to be a character in the GSA, Justice
or
Society.
Maybe he's going to be maybe him and his brother are going to fight it out, be the antagonist.
Oh.
Who knows? I mean, it's
Who knows?
that's a cool thing. That's a cool thing. We theorize about this, and then it makes us excited and wants more, and we can't wait for more. So what was weird was it was one of the animated movies. You probably you've seen them all. They were at war, and they were turning. I think they were turning against each other, and I just remember Wonder Woman. I think she got Shazam to say his word. And he reverts back to a child as Billy Batson. Then she kills him. So what if, in our DCU timeline in live action, what if he dies? If he goes to fight Apocalypse, what if Apocalypse kills him as Billy Batson? Omega beams vaporizes him out of existence. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
what I'm talking about.
I mean, maybe that becomes it. Or maybe we'll probably see. Oh gosh, what if they did that? Like when the Flash comes out, and there's gonna they have. Oh gosh, I hope James Gunn does it to where the Flash is going to the timelines or the multiverses, and then you just see a glimpse, like maybe a few seconds, and you see her doing that. Holy crap!
Yeah,
I was like, what? We just saw that in the animated series, as far as her killing Shazam. And as a kid, and she didn't give a and I was all like, oh my God. But that would be something to see as far as that.
But then
goes.
I think Zack Snyder, and this was on Twitter, I think they posted it everywhere, that Apocalypse in his voice saying that there's a special presentation, or there's going to be something happening. I think next month they're going to announce it for a special project. Don't know what it is. Maybe it's Zack Snyder's Nightmare universe. When how Batman and all them are trying to go against Superman. Maybe that's the surprise. That's the announcement that they're gonna do, which is the Nightmare movie, which would be cool to see.
That would be so cool to see.
Because it kind of makes sense because now the Flash is coming out in. No, I'll add this in. June or July. I think it's June. I want to say June.
Yep, June 16th. Good job, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that kind of correlates, like, oh, this is the special thing that's going to happen. And then, like, wait, because Flash is rewriting history.
Yeah.
So what if this is, it connects, obviously.
And he has to rewrite it because he did the Flash say when he went back there was no metahumans in existence.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what? So what's going on?
Yeah.
So if Zack Snyder did that and maybe they already filmed it,
maybe,
and we don't know, dude, that would be so awesome. I mean, considering all the facts, putting all the stuff together, and this is why he has to go back. But yeah. But also, remember, I was talking to you at work, and we were talking about, of course, the Shazam part and all that. But great movie, guys. You guys should go watch it. But remember what I told you in this movie, Flash is coming up, that one of my theories is when he comes back, either he's going to die or something. I don't know. Maybe they're still probably going to keep Ezra Miller, as the Flash. But when he comes back, they're going to show the new Justice League, the new Superman, the new Wonder Woman, or maybe Wonder Woman's going to stay the same. Aquaman, Batman. And maybe going to show Martian Man as well, and Cyborg, the new Justice League. And then they're going to announce who they are, probably there. And then that's when you go into, of course, Aquaman's still coming out in December, I'm pretty sure, with Jason Momoa, but with Superman Legacy coming out in 2024. Wow. I mean, I'm pretty sure they already recorded it. I mean, filmed it, but I'm pretty sure now we're going to get a trailer probably in Christmas for the new Superman Legacy of who's going to portray the actor. But I'm pretty sure with this the Flash coming out, I'm pretty sure they're going to show, of course, the new characters who are going to be. I'm pretty sure Gal Gadot's going to be the same Wonder Woman.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
It's going to be the new Aquaman, the new Superman, the new Batman, or Ben Affleck's probably going to be the same Batman. Not Ben Affleck, yeah, Ben Affleck, but the new Aquaman. Dude, wouldn't it be so awesome if they kept Supergirl?
That's another thing too. Like, I feel like they have to keep her now.
They have to keep her now because
she's going to be part of the new Flash movie, so she has to be a part of the new Justice League.
She has to be. I mean, hence, there's probably, and I'm sure there's going to be I just hope they continue on with the movie about her. And it was a great change from a brunette, but then she was another timeline.
Yeah.
So will she come back as a blonde, or will she come as a brunette? I don't know. But majority that we've seen in all the movies, animated movies, and the movie back in the 1980s with Supergirl, they were all blonde. But going back to Shazam, it's a great movie. I love the special effects. Everything was awesome. The history. Also funny. Remember when they were in that chamber of books?
Yeah.
And then they saw a pen called Steve.
Oh yeah.
And he was dictating. And remember when the Shazam or Bill Benson was having, okay, go ahead, write this down. And then he's talking, and then he talked to somebody else. He goes, no. Don't write that down. Just crumple up, throw it away. And then, what did he call her? He called one of the sisters something, lazy ass or something swipe or something. And when you looked at the screen, Steve the Pin was actually...
He actually wrote it down.
He wrote it down. And then when it transformed into a bird and then it started flying away, and then Helen Mirren grabs it, she goes, oh, we have a note. And then she's reading it.
She just keeps reading and reading.
and then I started reading what Billy Batson and everybody else. Hey, yeah, do you like this red stuff or what? And then I was all like, what? I go, this is fucking crazy.
And then I like how she goes, what is this Gatorade?
Yeah, what's this Gatorade? I was laughing. I was all like, oh gosh. But yeah, I thought it was a really good movie. And hence they had, all the brothers. And then I guess what was really cool was when oh gosh, who's the Shazam guy that wore green?
Oh, he's one of the brothers. Yeah, I know what you're
He's one
talking
of
about.
And then when he was watching baseball and he goes, "Hey, you like the game?" He goes, "Oh yeah, I love the game." And then he was watching this book with guys with no shirts. I started laughing. And then when he lost his power, and then he goes, "Hey guys, I'm gay," and then they all like, "Yeah, we know." What? You guys knew?
He's like, yeah, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I was like, "What? Okay." I started laughing. Everybody did too, and I was all like, "Oh, they love him. They love the brother." Remember about when the older sister, I guess she had to go to a party and she had her shades on.
Yeah, she was drunk.
She was
Or she was
drunk.
hungover.
She was hungover, and then the little sister was all like, "Hey, where'd you go?" "Oh, I had to go to an eye doctor." Yeah, they had a what did she say? That they had to go a party or something? Because you party with eye doctors?
Oh,
And
yeah.
then I started laughing because she was so innocent.
Yeah.
She didn't know nothing, and it was pretty cool how they were saving the people on the bridge. Remember that?
Yeah.
And she saved the cat first. She goes, "Oh, look at the kitty."
And the
She
girls,
saved
is she kidding?
Is she kidding? Did she take our cat? And then she comes back and then she saves them. I'm like, oh, okay, this is pretty cool. But I thought it was a great movie. Action from beginning to the end.
Yeah.
Sad, and then, dude, a lot of funny stuff and great acting. Dude, it was awesome. I'd go see it again. Yeah.
I would, too, like, because, and then, guys, this time we brought our, we brought cushions this time.
Yeah.
I'm like, and then
Yeah.
afterwards, we're like, do you feel better? He goes, yeah, my butt doesn't hurt anymore.
I'm gonna have to buy
because
I'm gonna have to buy another one just in case, because I still had to go.
well, with it by 3.
Yeah, but it was neat. But the fight scenes were awesome. The chairs shook, and I'm glad we went because what they were offering was a bucket, the popcorn bucket.
Yeah,
Dude, they were huge.
Yeah,
they were big. And then I was all like, "Oh my god, it's like the biggest popcorn bucket with Shazam on it, and of course the cup." But didn't it say it was 3D?
I thought it was too.
I could have swore it said 3D, and I guess they didn't have any more glasses. Oh yeah, it's fine. Because they had some parts I was like, "What do you need? You need 3D for this." But I guess some parts I was like, "I guess you don't need it." But I think it would have been cool if it was still 3D. But yeah, but it was good. But too bad that he couldn't, why not a lid with Shazam on it,
Either that or have like a keychain of the lightning bolt. That would have been cool.
That would have been cool. I mean, all we got was the same thing, a bucket, and with Black Adam, a bucket and the cup, but not even him. And as far as for the figure on the straw, the one person that I knew that had that was Black Panther Wakanda.
Yeah.
She was an insignia on the straw. And also, I think I still have it somewhere in my comic book room. Oh gosh, what's Doctor Strange? And it was him, and that was the only thing. But
and then when we went to go watch Thor: Love and Thunder, that was a metal tin.
It was a metal tin, dude.
And then we got, the cups were big, and then I even still have it on my car keys, my keychain, which was the triangle has Thor's hammer, and in the back says Thor: Love and Thunder. See, that was cool. See, I like how movie theaters promote that kind of thing. That
Yeah.
But hopefully, like with Guardians 3, hopefully they have like some big gimmick when we go watch it again at Regal.
But the Shazam movie, everybody should go watch it. It is a family-oriented movie. It's really good. There's a lot of family-oriented stuff in there. I'm pretty sure even for kids that are not adopted or kids that are adopted, you guys should go watch this movie. It's great. Actions are great. Not a whole lot of cuss words, but then it's like what teenagers would say, like, oh, or like, something. But that's about it. You don't hear any of the really, really hard words at all.
Yeah, I think the only thing that was, she goes, "Oh, taste the rainbow, mother," and then it cuts off right there.
It cuts off.
Like you said, it is family oriented, guys. If go take your kids to go watch it because it's really good. For your kids that love superhero movies, definitely take them to go watch it. Especially because Wonder, it's only 5 minutes, maybe.
Yeah,
not even that. She's in it. Wonder Woman's in it. That's And we were surprised because I'm like,
I was surprised because I only watched just the first trailer.
yeah,
That was it. I didn't watch trailer 2, trailer 3, or the final trailer. I didn't watch any of that because I wanted to be surprised. And people were talking about it at work, and I was, hey, I don't want to hear it. I just want to be surprised when I go watch it. And I was. I did not know that she was even going to be in this movie. I didn't know. And when they showed her, I was like, what? I mean, you even saw me. I was like, what is this going on here? I was like,
yeah.
and I was shocked. And then when they had her theme song on there, I was like, oh my God. But yeah, I was totally blown away with this movie. When it comes out on, I'm going to buy it at Steelbook. I just hope they have like deleted scenes or something,
I'm pretty sure they will.
and, or maybe some, what's that other one? Spoofs? Maybe Shazam does kiss Wonder Woman. Remember in the movie, the mother goes, do the younger kids always go for the older ladies? Remember she said something about that?
Yeah, she did say that. She goes, what's with everybody going for the older because the brother was going after the god, which she's like thousands of years old.
Yeah. And she has the body of a high schooler.
Yeah.
And I was all like, yeah, and then she says, I'm thousands and thousands of years old. And then I'm like, huh. And then, but he only sees her as a high schooler. Then you got Shazam in love with Wonder Woman, and she's thousands and thousands of years old as well. But she's an adult, and he's an adult too. But he goes, remember, he says, I'll be 18 in a few months. And I was like, what?
And then like, there's always said, stick to superheroes, kid. I go, dang it.
Yeah. But it was a great movie, guys. I think you guys should go watch it. An expectation statement as far as for maybe, I don't know, the next kind of thing that you're kind of excited for the next Shazam movie?
I just want to see, him being, he's still a recruitment. He's a trainee, just like Deadpool was for the X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
And Deadpool 2. I kind of want to see him being like a trainee for the JSA. Let's say, Hawkman is training him. He's trying to be the best member he can be, or another Dr. Fate.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be cool if they reference Black Adam again. Because I feel like they just cut him off completely. It's sad. I think The Rock did an awesome job as Black Adam. He was ruthless. He was just angry with how everything was, coming back. He was a slave. Then he became a hero out of vengeance. But, I kind of hope that they reference, they did reference, I think, Superman, I believe, in this one, if I remember. But I don't know if you remember if they referenced Superman.
I don't remember. I was too gaga with Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. Ah!
But it'll be cool, if Shazam later on, he's just like, yeah, there's another Superman, but how he's like, she's a woman, and he's like, I don't know what that's about. Is she taking his place or whatever? So he references Supergirl.
Oh yeah. I remember now. But you know what? It was 3 years ago that Shazam came out.
Yeah.
And so are we going to wait another 3 years for the next Shazam movie?
Who knows? I mean, they haven't greenlit a part 3 yet, as far as we know.
Yeah, I don't even know. I mean, but if they do a part 3, then yeah, it may be a credit scene. I hope that he meets Black Adam.
Either that, or he meets the new Superman.
Or he meets the new Superman, and then dude,
maybe that's what they're working on.
Dude, can you believe that? If he meets the new Superman and they fight Black Adam.
Because remember, Zachary Levy said, he goes, guys, they know what they're doing. Relax. It's going to be okay. Maybe we are going to get the matchup we deserve. Maybe it's going to be Shazam versus Superman. Maybe not the one we want, which was the Trinity, which was him, Superman, and Black Adam fighting at the, like in the animated movie. Maybe we'll just get, for now, Shazam versus Superman.
Yeah. When Aquaman comes out in December of this year, or November, where is it going to go? From where is it?
I'm pretty sure with like with the Flash, the announcement from Zack Snyder, and I think that's gonna set Aquaman in stone. I think it's gonna be like, oh, this is where it's gonna lead to with his character. Maybe it's the final movie, and then word on the street is that Jason Momoa could be the new Lobo.
Yeah.
Which I can see happening. He looks like a Lobo. And they cast somebody else as the Aquaman. Someone, a blonde-headed guy, buff. Or that was the one, damn it, the one we did the episode the last episode about our fantasy cast. The guy that plays Jack Reacher, maybe he could be the new Aquaman. I hope so. Like guys, like we said, we don't know yet, but it's cool to have our theories. Guys, comment. When you're watching this on YouTube, comment down below who you guys think who should be the new Aquaman and stuff like that. We like to talk about it. And we like to hear from you guys about your theories. Don't be shy. Just go in the comments and shoot your theories. We don't mind hearing them.
No, it'll be something for us to talk about as well. But everybody, you guys should go watch Shazam, Fury of the Gods. Excellent movie. I think it was 2 hours, right?
Yeah, 2.5. I think it was 2 hours.
2 hours and like 5. No, I can't remember which one that was. But yeah, it was about 2 hours, but it was a great movie. You guys should go watch it. Excellent. From beginning to end, there was just action, funny stuff, lots of references. It's a good one. I can't wait to see the deleted scenes when it comes out on video or on HBO Max. If you guys should watch it, just watch it before. It's good to watch it on the big screen.
It's the atmosphere for us.
Yeah, go watch it. It's awesome. I'm pretty sure you guys will enjoy this movie. And but go watch Shazam! But I just can't wait how this actually resets everything. So that, and also with the new project that James Gunn's going to announce in a couple months, probably. Yeah. And hopefully, maybe, dude, if he announces the movie's coming out, like, boom, there it is, dude.
Just imagine he goes, guys, Nightmare Part 1, 2.
Yeah.
A two-parter.
But
remember, Apocalypse is coming. He did say, ready the Armada. So, Apocalypse is coming.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, so it's going to happen. Something's going to happen. Either it's already filmed, and either it's going to be before Flash, or maybe next. It has to be. I don't know. But yeah, we're super excited of what's going to happen, dude. I just can't wait. But as far as for the DC universe, he's getting it done. So
far, he is killing it. I liked it so far.
He's killing it. So let's Marvel. You got the run for the money.
I don't know, because that's what that's what everybody's saying.
It's going like this.
Yeah, it's now the balance is shifting now. I'm like,
It's gonna get dark, dude. It's gonna get dark. It's gonna get dark, and how the movies are out there. If you guys haven't seen, as far as for any Shazam animation movies, go watch them. It's really good. And the new Batman one, it's called When Doom Comes to Gotham. That's a great movie. Have you seen it, Steven?
No, I think is it on Max? I gotta check out. Okay. So I think it's on DVD somewhere, but I know. Yeah. I did watch Super Sons finally. I watched that one. That was pretty good.
Good. Yeah.
And we'll talk about that at work.
Yeah. It was really good. So you guys will go watch Shazam, and it's fun for everybody. Just check it out. And just go watch it for Wonder Woman, I think.
Yeah, I would.
Well, guys, thank you so much. I'm your host, Mario, for MCG Labs, with my other host.
And I'm Steven G, guys. Guys, go follow us on our Instagrams. As always, you guys know me, Super Steve 94. Go follow us on our TikTok page, which is MCG Labs. Mario, plug yourself, obviously.
Look, it's Mr. Marvel on Twitter and also on Instagram. Kal-El MCU DC. No, Kal-El Marvel DCU. DC. I can't remember. Just find me. Just find me on Instagram, which will probably take you to Facebook. But just follow us, and if you have any questions, jot them down below, guys. See ya.
Later, guys.
Goodbye.